Hey guys, how you doing today? I wanted to do an update on my dahlias. I think that they are all looking pretty good, and you can see a few of these have new growth on top. Can you guys see all the nice new growth coming out, the newer green color? This one has it, and this one, oops, this one right here has new growth coming out. But what I would like to do is take one of these out. I'm going to just kind of scoot my area around here a little bit. And this is all new growth, because if you remember, I cut these leaves. You can see that, like, that one's cut. So what I want to do is, this one looks like it might be the easier one to try to get out. So what I want to do is, I'm just going to try to, because I am so nosy, I want to see the roots. So I am going to carefully, if there is any roots, because there may not be any yet, but usually once you start seeing new growth on top, it usually means that she's got new roots forming under there. And the reason I kind of want to know, well, there's a couple of reasons. You know, oh wow, look at the roots in there. Okay, I'm trying to be super careful here. Wow, she's got a lot of roots. I bet you they all do. I think what I'm going to do, instead of trying to pick her out, because if these all have their own separate roots now, I want to get them potted up into separate containers. And I'm not going to do, if I do that, I'm not going to do them all on video, but I will show you how I am going to do it. Don't knock over my hot coffee, honey. Boo! So I'm just kind of squeezing my pot. I am going to loosen this up just a tiny little bit, because I don't want to break any roots. I'm just going to slide them out of here. Oh yeah, I can see lots of roots. Wow. This is so cool. Look at that. Nice, beautiful, fresh roots. So I will pot her up separately. I'm going to lay her down right there. Let's take a look at another one. This one has little tiny bit of roots, but that's good. She can still go in her own pot. They're all going to have to go in their own pot now. Whoop! That one has a little teeny root. Because see, what I did was, when I seen some of that new growth coming, lay her down, I started feeding them. So, okay, now oddly enough, that one does not have, she doesn't have any roots at all. And this one, it looks healthy. The leaves are all nice and full. They're starting to plump out. It's got a new growth in here, which I'm almost wondering if I should pinch that, pinch that one out. But I think what I'll do is, this one, you can tell it doesn't have any new growth, this pot. So what I'll do is, I'll make a hole. I want to get it kind of big, because that one's a big cutting, and then I will just slip her down in this pot. securing the cutting back how it was. Get her down in there nice and tight. I'm just going to top this pot off with just a little bit of soil. There we go. And I have been keeping these very moist and growing in my Mars Hydra Grow Ton. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to separate and plant these. I'm just going to use this soil back up. There's nothing wrong with it. I just got these potted up. It hasn't even been a month. I'm not sure how long it's been. I'll have to look on my video and see what the date was, and then I'll put it up on the screen so we know how long it's been. But like I said, now all of these are rooted out, so, and I have been feeding them, so because some of them were growing. It's like this one right here. I know she's got roots. I'd like to take a look at her too. But there, I got that one potted up in a separate pot. And then I'll have to grab some more. I have to grab some more pots to pot these other two up. Okay, I grabbed a couple more. Pots, and I'm just going to. Ooh, I think that was a little bit too much soil. Let's see here. It's alright. Still plenty of watering room, and I didn't get her too deep. And I'm just pressing her down. So there we go. There's another Dahlia. And then this girl here, I'm going to put, I went out on the back porch. I had to grab some of my potting So yeah, this is such a cool way to get more dahlias. And now the consensus is, depending on when you get your dahlias out and start waking them up, we'll say, and then depending on what kind of window you have them in as far as how fast they will grow, which in turn means, you know, how fast you can actually take the cuttings off of these guys. Perlite. Paranoia perlite. And then I'm just going to, I got a little bit too much in here. Set her down in here. There she goes. And obviously I'll have to get these guys all watered in, but I want to feed them, so I'll wait, because my water that I have in here right now, I didn't put any feed in it. So there she goes. She is all ready to rock and roll and grow away. And I just know I'm going to get dirt in my coffee. Now, I want to check this pot, because this one has a lot of new growth on it, and actually so does this one, but her sister she's got in the pot does not. But I'm not going to be in a huge hurry, but I just want to check. I'm so nosy, so nosy, and I just have to know. So I'm just trying to loosen up. I'm pushing at the bottom too, and I'm squeezing all the way around here. Try to get them as loose as I can. Ooh, I'm breaking some of these containers I've had for a million years. I keep seeing these little white specks, and I can't figure out if I keep thinking it's like mealybug, but it's not. It's just perlite. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at her. Isn't that beautiful? That is why I like planting on the sides of a pot. Alright, I can get her potted up separate. Now this one's got new growth for sure, so I want to pull her out gently. Oh yeah, I can see her roots down in there. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? That is so cool. Another dahlia plant. So that for sure is giving me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this, let's see if I can peek. See if I can peek down in here. Oh yeah, she's got roots too. Not like the others, but definitely roots. Very cool. I love this. I love propagating plants, my garden plants. Oh look, she's got just a teeny tiny, can you guys see right here? Just a little teeny tiny root. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick her right back in this pot, and then get her all covered up. I'm going to give her just a little more soil. Secure her down nicely. Give her a nice firm push. You don't want to break those baby roots. I'm running out of room. Where can I put her? Over here. Over there, over here, over there. Okay. Now I have solo cups that have, oh, well I can't tip it over. I'm going to tip all my dirt out. I'm already making a huge mess. But these are just solo cups that I buy them because I do so much, you know, seed starting, and they're so cheap. And then I just drill a bunch of holes down in them. I got dirt down in her crown. And I like the clear solo cups too, because you can eventually see the roots in the pot. But I use them over and over and over and over and over and over again, because they're sturdy and they hold up to, if they can hold up to my abuse. Well, I put too much soil in this one. There we go. I'm going to lift her up just a little bit. I don't want her too far down in the pot. You want to keep the crown, when you're planting plants, you want to try to keep the crown up so they're getting air. You want them to have good airflow around the crown of the plant, because if you're watering your plant and you get soil down in there, and you got it buried too far down in the soil, dirt, I was going to say dirt, it can possibly rot your plant, especially in the house. Though these are all going to go out. Oh, I'm running out of more room. But I just love those. These are like free plants, and all it took was a little tiny portion of my time, which I don't mind because I absolutely love doing stuff like this. Get her down in here. Look at the roots on her. That one really took off good. And I think this was one of the first ones that I'm going to knock just a little bit of her soil off so I can lay her roots down in here properly without breaking them. But I think I'm sorry I keep like reaching across for my soil and you guys are having to look at my... That's rude. It's like reaching across the table for food on somebody, huh? Oh! I just knocked her. Seems like no matter how I try to set up my table, I try to set up so you guys can see and you're close, but not too close and not too far away, and it seems like no matter what I try to, okay, geez, oh Pete, my luck is crazy. My camera went dead, so I had to go get my other camera. Okay, so there's that one all potted up. So far, without unpotting all of these, that's giving me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 brand new baby Dahlia plants. Oh, but anyways, what I was going to say earlier is, now some of these may or may not flower this year. I think what I was saying earlier, and then I didn't finish my thought, which I do a lot because my brain just kind of goes everywhere. But it depends on, like I said, the time of the year that you're waking your dahlias up, and then how much growth and how fast a growth, and if you're feeding them or not feeding them. It just kind of depends on a lot of different things. But if these can get big enough, you know, you might see, you know, a little bit of flowers, but of course, obviously, it's not going to be, you know, like your big dahlias would be, where they're just putting on growth and putting on growth and putting on growth, and then just flowering insanely. But I can't remember if I already checked this. Oh, this is the one, I think this is the one that I just, no, this one's got roots. I think it was that one over there. But, so, you know, you may not get flowers because, quite honestly, you know, you would want these to work on roots, work on its tuber, because these will produce their own tuberous, you know, like how the dahlias are. So you really kind of want them. Now I don't know yet if I will actually plant these guys in the ground. If I can find like I would say I'd probably leave them in pots, but I'm going to probably have to keep potting them up, which, oh baby, look at the roots on this girl. Look at that. Isn't that great? I love it. It's so cool. I'm going to lay her down gently. Okay, that one's got just a little teeny bitty, there you can see it, right behind one of my plants. I don't know which one it is. She's got a little itty bitty root. Let's check out this dude. Yep, she's got a little bitty root. Isn't that odd how some of them took off and have massive root system already, and some of them don't have anything, like this one. This might have been the one that I already looked at, but I thought I stuck her over here. But anyways, I'm going to keep her out, and then I'm going to pot these smaller ones, the smaller one, I'm just gonna loosen up my soil here. But isn't that odd how different things grow at... I think I'll use this. She's just got a little itty bitty root, but that's okay. But I'm gonna continue feeding them. And I can't remember, you guys, did I use rooting hormone? I don't think I did. Because I don't know, sometimes I use it and sometimes I don't, so just giving her a light press in. Well, she's totally not in the middle. Set her over here. What'd I do with my cups? Okay, this one, I want to use a nice big tall. Let me move this over here. Jeez. I hate to keep reaching in front of you guys. I think I need to order myself some more nursery pots, but of course this year, you know, I did a lot of seed growing for my garden because I want a lot of perennials and I want a lot of stuff that is going to self-seed itself. And even at that, I mean, you're still going to have to I'm still going to have to dig stuff up, separate things, you know, as years go on. But, and you know, even with seedlings, or seeds, starting stuff with seeds, not everything is going to bloom prolifically this year, and I know that, and I'm fine with that. I've already been transforming my garden for so long that it doesn't even matter anymore. Alright, this video is getting way too long. I don't want to take up your guys's... You guys do not have time to sit around here and listen to blah blah blah. So I'm just going to pot this last one up. And then I think I'm going to let the rest of them alone because I'm not really seeing any new growth yet. So I can wait and, you know, do this process again later. This one had just a little itty bitty root. But at least they're all in their own containers now, and it was really cool just looking at the growth process of these. Is just really cool. I need to take this tag off of here. It's an old tag from some Alyssum that I bought Lord knows when. But it's just so cool, and it's so much fun to grow your own plants from mother plants, especially for out in the garden. I try not to propagate a lot of my house plants in the house unless I'm trying to get a bushier plant, but I'm not one to have a bunch of the same plant. Getting that dirt off that crown. And there we go. So we will stay, I will keep you guys updated on the progress of all these guys. I think that was so cool, and I will get them all watered in, and the ones that I potted separately I'm going to go ahead and put out on my back porch to start hardening off, or in my greenhouse. I can't really get in my greenhouse right now because we had a bunch of snow last night, and so these single ones will go out on my back porch. The ones that I'm not sure if they're rooted up or not will go back in my grow tent. So, alright guys, I will talk to you later and you have a great day. Bye. Peace.